Dragons. I just went to Service SA to go renew my license and get a license photo taken, so that's why I dressed up today. Kind of like casual classy, I guess, because obviously I don't want to go like all out because I don't always look like that when I'm driving, and if it's for my license, you know, I just kind of want like a, I don't know, normal but still cool look, I guess. Yeah, but I wanted to show you guys some meal prep again because I'm doing my meal prepping. It's a Thursday today this time, and then I'm headed to my boyfriend's house once I finish that. But I'm also gonna make some scones, and I'm also gonna make some cupcakes. So I guess I'll show you how I do that maybe as well. But yeah, I'll show you my lunches first. So these are my meal prepped lunches. I have made a coleslaw, and for my snacks I've got pistachio nuts and apples, and I've just drizzled lemon juice on there. I've also put lemon juice in the coleslaw just to keep it a little bit more fresh. So there's just carrot and 2 types of cabbage in there. It's just like a coleslaw mix that you can get from like the salad section of your grocery store. And then I used apple cider vinegar, half a cup of vegan mayo. I might have even used a little bit more, like I would suggest using a little bit more. 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. The apple cider vinegar is 2 tablespoons as well, and then you just season it with celery salt, normal salt, and pepper. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So that is my lunches done. Now I'm going to make my dinners. Just thought I'd show you the pasta I just made for lunch because it's like 2 o'clock-ish, I think. Yeah, so I made this cheesy pasta. I make this like a fair bit. It's like a pretty standard meal for me. It's like just a creamy pasta sauce because I love creamy pastas. So I basically do this like kind of like mix it up every time I do it. But it's just a really simple way. I know people make cream sauces with like cashews and like cashews, carrot, miso paste. But I basically just use like a couple dashes of like soy milk. I use like 1 tablespoon of like vegan butter, and then I use yeast flakes, like a couple of tablespoons of that, and I also put it on the top as well to serve it. But this time I mixed in, just because I had some of this left over, this cream cheese stuff, like maybe like 3 tablespoons of that, and it's made it this really nice creamy consistency. And sometimes I'll add like vegan bacon bits on the top and stuff, or I'll add mushrooms in with it, kind of like an alla panna style. Like it's super simple, super easy. If you want to thicken it, you can use like corn flour or just normal flour, normal plain flour. What I would suggest is to mix that up with, heat up the butter and like put the flour in with the butter, and then it won't be like so clumpy. Like you melt it together and then you add the milk gradually, kind of like you're making a roux. Yeah. Okay, so these are my dinners. I made a dal curry with some rice, and I've got cucumber sticks with hummus. You can't really see it, but it's like just down the bottom there. Like 2 tablespoons worth probably of hummus. And then I've got the dried fruit again, which is just dried strawberries, dried mango, dried apples, sultanas. I think that might have been it. I think that's all that's in there. What else is in there? No, I think that's it. Oh, and 1 dried apricot. Yeah. I wanted to actually use these biscuits, these caramel biscuits, but they wouldn't fit in this little part, which is where I usually put the like sweet snack, so I could only really fit them in there, but then I wouldn't be able to fit the cucumber stuff in, so it's like, ugh. So that didn't work out. But yeah, so the curry that I made is basically, it's really simple. So it was like 4 tablespoons of butter. You just wait for that to melt, and then you put in a can of tinned tomatoes, and then you wait for that to kind of like dry up, if that makes sense. So like the water like evaporates or whatever, and then you put in the lentils, and then you wait for that to kind of evaporate and thicken, and then you mix that around, and then you put in some curry powder, which I've probably thrown away, but I used just any old curry powder, and then I put a little bit of turmeric in there as well, and then a little bit of salt, to give it some flavour. Then you wait for that, yeah, you mix all the curry in, and then you wait for it to evaporate again. And then you put in a can of coconut milk, mix that all around, and you wait for it to thicken up and dry down again. I don't know what that's called, evaporate, dry down, I don't know. You know what it's called. You just wait for it to like thicken, and so that's pretty much how I made my dinners. So I hope you like that. I am going to get started on making some cupcakes and scones now, so I'll show you that after. If you're interested in like seeing me make the actual recipes, let me know, but like I don't really feel like doing that. I'd rather just tell you, like show you what they look like and tell you what I've done after the fact, because most of my recipes are really simple and easy to follow, and I usually find them online anyway, so I'll link either similar recipes or where I get my ideas from, because I kind of just, I don't really follow recipes very much. I kind of just use them as a guideline, so yeah. So I totally forgot to film the aftermath of making my cake and scones. These are some of the scones. This is like literally like a weekend and a couple of days later. But we completely ate the chocolate cake, so I can't really show you that, but maybe I will another time when I make it and I actually remember, so sorry about that.